Yo, what's good YouTube? This is Dominique, aka Mr. Kid Thunder 2, coming back at you for another video. If you're a first time viewer coming to my channel, I am currently in Army OCS. I have finished the cycle and I'm a holdover on the back end. So as of right now, you're probably just gonna experience a lot of different things. But first things first, this video is basically about how to get in shape for Army basic training. And if you noticed, if you're a normal viewer to my channel, this is a different room. I'm borrowing my boy Manny's room right here. And so, because my roommate is sleeping, so I'm about to just go over a couple basic things that I experienced at basic training. Now, one thing to keep in mind is that your experiences are going to vary a lot when you get to basic training, especially when it comes to PT. For example, Manny's company, which he graduated in the same battalion as me, but Manny's company did a lot of running. I think their hardest run, you said, was 5 miles at 7 minutes?
Yep.
5 miles at a 7-minute pace. Now, that would be the hardest run I think we had here at OCS, at the PT company. So, I don't know.
Caveat is that most people fell out of our alpha group.
Okay, so out of his alpha group, which I'm going to go over in the video, most people fell out. You said probably about 6 people?
6 people of our alpha group probably stayed in the whole time.
6 people stayed in the whole time. So that's gonna definitely give you some perspective on it. Don't expect that you have to keep up with that. So basically, here's what I think you should do to get in shape for Army Basic. The first thing I think you should do is know the conditioning drills. If you Google or YouTube conditioning drills 1 through 3 on like the internet, you're gonna find it. This is important because this will save you a lot of unnecessary headache when you get there. Knowing the exact form and what to do when you get there is going to be like great, okay? Now, you got all these drill sergeants, you got all these, you got your company commander that's gonna go in there, and they're gonna try and correct you, okay? They're gonna do all this correcting. We were getting corrected all the way up until the last week of basic, and that is annoying. That mess is annoying, okay? So knowing exactly how to do it, what to do, how your arms are supposed to be placed and everything is gonna help a metric ton. So here we go. The next thing I would know how to do is the military movement drill. You're like, wait, you just said that. No, it's a conditioning drill, and now it's the military movement drill. Knowing the military movement drill is also gonna put you ahead. So the military movement drill is basically done on a run day. The conditioning drills are done like every day. The military movement drill is what you're gonna do, like the vertical, karaoke, things like that. Is basically to get your body, your legs, your hip flexors, your quadriceps, your hamstrings, your calves, your gastrocnemius, all those muscles in your lower body warmed up and getting ready for a run day. Yeah, pretty much. Just getting ready for a run day. So next thing is running is subjective at basic, like we've already talked about. Running is extremely subjective. Now, by standard, by regulation, in the Army Pocket Guide, which I will attach to the video, Alpha group, the fastest group, is 7 minutes and lower. Okay, so anything lower than 7 minutes is good. Now, to get in these groups, to pick your running stability group, what they do is they do it's called like a 1 by 1 or 1-1-1, some type of like challenge. Like, I don't know exactly you know the exact?
It's the first PT test, and it's only 1 mile. It's only a 1 mile run, and then your max sit-ups and push-ups for 1 minute each.
There you go. It's just one of everything, 1 minute of everything. So, well, not 1 minute. It's one cycle of everything, like Manny was saying. Excuse me. So, basically what you do is gonna run that mile. Your time on that mile is basically gonna put you in an ability group, okay? I said stability. An ability group that you're gonna basically be in the whole time. Now, you can change groups, you can try and go up and try and go down, but you should, if you're an alpha, you should probably just go farther up alpha. So, you're like, how would I get in shape for running? What should I be at? Well, for males, 7 minutes and under is alpha. 7:45, between 7 and 7:45 is Bravo, and between 7 830 and 745 is Charlie. That's in the pocket guide that I'm gonna attach. Now that's standard. Females are in there, but all our females were always in Charlie. They never really put them anywhere else. Unless you had a female that was running under 15 minutes, then she was in Bravo. But females don't typically go to Alpha because we're rolling. We're rolling regardless. Bravo is where you might have one or two females. One or two. The vast majority of the females are gonna be in Charlie. That's basically how that's gonna go. So next, let's bring up push-ups and sit-ups. Okay. Now, for push-ups and sit-ups, what I did, I could max them before I got there. I couldn't max the run before I got there. I think my 1x1 was like a 6:30. I was only running like a 6:30 and a 13:30 2-mile. So push-ups and sit-ups. What I did before I got there, and what I was doing when I was training some people, was Tabata push-ups and sit-ups. If you don't know what that is, look it up. It's basically doing something for a set amount of time, rest, doing it for a set amount of time and rest, and just going all out with it. That's something you could do to definitely get your body in shape. Tabata push-ups and sit-ups, great. I think it's phenomenal. Pull-ups are okay, but I think pull-ups are really only to cut your body up and get your physique looking right. But at basic, you're really just gonna want to get over it and get through it and make. What's up?
Did you guys do pull-ups?
We did pull-ups a little bit.
We did pull-ups, 10 pull-ups before chow every meal.
Okay, so there you go. That's something else that varied. They did 10 pull-ups every day before, so before breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Yeah.
So yeah, we didn't do that.
It wasn't like a graded event, but it was obviously good to be able to do it. Anything that takes the spotlight off of you, like if you can't do them, drill sergeant's gonna pick up on that.
That sucked.
Yeah.
So you heard that right there. We did, before we went to the, see, here's something else different. They did pull-ups, but we did push-ups and sit-ups before we went to eat all 3 meals, and then after we did push-ups and sit-ups or dips. Now,
yeah, we did push-ups and sit-ups after.
So they did push-ups and sit-ups after, pull-ups before. We did push-ups and sit-ups before and after. So just expect when you go there to be able to do 25 push-ups and 25 sit-ups.
It may have been 5 pull-ups for us. I don't think it was 10.
You don't think it was 10? Okay, so expect 0 to 10 pull-ups, you know, when you get there. Expect a lot of PT. And if you're worried about getting smoked, don't be worried about getting smoked, okay? You're gonna get smoked. There's nothing you can do to avoid it. Nobody's gonna be perfect. And you're gonna have muscle failure. There's absolutely nothing you could do. Nothing. Shoot, next topic, because my laptop died. There is a training schedule in the pocket guide I'm gonna attach to the video. It's gonna be in the bottom description. There is a training schedule. It goes all the way 3 months out from basic, okay? I think that's overdoing it. I mean, 3 months out is a bit much. I think you should get a month out and then let basic be basic, you know? Let basic train you. Let basic get you in shape. Because they're not gonna expect you to be maxing everything. A lot of people did max. A lot of people had, I think we had probably, okay, we won't say max, but we had a lot of people get above a 270. We had a good bit. We probably had about 30% of the company got above 270. About 3% of the company got above 290. And they're out back here singing cadences. But anyway, that's it, everybody. That's basically all the knowledge I can give you on how to get in shape for Army Basic. Again, it's pretty subjective. You're gonna get there and your experiences may differ from somebody else. Like my experience is different from Manny's, and he was in the company over. But my experience is very similar to another guy here, and he went to Benny, which is probably a lot harder. So, man, you got anything else?
I would say being prepared for the PT is going to make your life a lot easier. So, like, I don't know about your company, but our company, like the guys who were, nobody on our first PT test maxed. So
Okay.
for my packet, I maxed. But on our first PT test, when I was dog sick, I think I got like a 290, and like Mahoney was up there with the 290, and
Avoid name.
right,
Avoid saying name.
right from there, everything changed. Like the drill sergeants were a lot more lenient, I would say.
Okay.
So being prepared is definitely helps, but you don't need 3 months.
There we go. Yeah, you don't. He's co-signed. You don't need 3 months. Don't spend. If you leave in January, don't be out there in October trying to. Oh, I gotta get ready for Army Basic. You're doing a little bit too much there. But anyway, that is everything. One more thing I want to throw in there, actually, right quick, is sprints. People are gonna tell you that sprints are gonna help you with getting your run better. They don't help me at all. Do sprints help you?
No, I think running long distance, for me,
Running long distance?
5 miles is going to help me with running my 2 mile.
Yep. So just like Manny, running miles on end will help me with my 2 mile. Sprints, 30, 60s, 31, 20s. What that basically means is you run for 30 seconds, you sprint all out for 30 seconds, and you rest for 60 seconds. Or you run for 60 seconds, and then you rest for 120 seconds. I mean,
A lot of people do say that helps though, but it's really gonna
varies.
So, yeah,
It varies a lot.
you could play with it, but yeah, for me, like running 5 miles and getting used to that, it helps me with my 2 mile personally.
There we go. So I'm just like Manny. Just running a whole bunch of miles is gonna out of focus. Is gonna help me get a lot better. So anyway, if anybody has any questions, comments, or concerns, you can always hit me up on Snapchat, Instagram, or leave a YouTube comment. I try to comment back to everybody. If I missed your comment, hit me again. Hit me on Snapchat, hit me on Instagram. You know my stuff is always blown up. So